bittersweet superstar. Well, I sort of participated in the Pay It Forward, the project experience. I'm not a recipient, but I did something similar to the Pay It Forward project, more like a random act of kindness. Okay, and of all places, I had this experience in the public toilets in my local community. Now, I have to set the backstory so you understand what's happening. I live in a community that's heavily Asian populated. We have high crime and drug activity incidences, and because of this we have higher security, and I think that should be it for the backstory. So here I go. So I stepped out of the cubicle of the public toilets to go wash my hands, proper hygiene, and I noticed this lady. She was washing this kind of dirt or whatever that was on her shirt, like it was all dirty, and she was washing it, and like and so I just looked at her, smile, and just say, "Oh, are you okay? Do you need tissue?" Or I just see how she was, and like she talked to me, and she was quite happy because a lot of people ignored her due to the fact that she was very skinny, she was Caucasian, very gaunt. She actually suffered from a lazy eye, which she told me later, and it didn't help that the stain in front of her shirt looks like, you know, she threw up on herself. So a lot of people assume that it was used in the public toilets, which is usually middle-aged women during that time. Middle-aged Asian woman during that time, they kind of presumed she was a druggie that went in and do whatever they do. So she was very happy that I actually asked about concerned how she was, and she just said like that she was new to the neighborhood, and like she's not living here, she's just visiting from another state. And so she was just, she got the train down to where I live and just to explore the area, because I mean, how often do you go to a different state and have a chance to, you know, explore? Okay, that's her story, and I trust her on it. A lot of people would think like, hello, if she wants to explore, she would have gone with her relatives or whoever they're staying with and stuff, but like, you know, that's beside the point. So basically, she said she had a lazy eye, and this is what, and she accidentally spilt a smoothie over herself. That's why she had that stain, and fair enough. So I got her some tissues. We talked a bit more. We stepped out of the toilet, and the security guard actually pulled me aside and just like, yeah, that's how serious security guarded we are in the area. The security guard pulled me to the side and asked, "Am I okay? Like, do I know this person? You know, be careful." And I just said like, "Oh, don't worry. This person is just having a chat with me. They didn't ask me for anything out of the extraordinary. Like, they didn't go like, oh, can I, you know, can I have money to like catch a train back home or some excuse like usually how people who have addiction would ask you innocently, like, oh, I need money to like use the payphone, even though we actually have 1-800 reverse now, so that doesn't actually work anymore. And also about, oh, I need money to catch the train, which is kind of ironic since they're already on the train. But like, this lady didn't ask me any money, she just had a conversation with me, and she just unfortunately had the appearance of a person that seems to look like a druggie. So we walked out, and I just noticed that she just seems a bit like, you know, how would you say it, lonely, isolated in an area she wasn't familiar with. So basically I said, okay, would you like to go to a local cafe and like, you know, just have something to drink, something to eat, and then maybe I'll give her my mobile phone just to call up her friends or relatives so they can pick her up since she's so lost and all that stuff. So we went to the cafe and then we drank and then we talked and then she phoned and I gave her my contact details, like my email address, and then that's it. That's the end of the experience. I'm not sure if she's going to pay it forward to somebody else, but I think doing something like this randomly doesn't hurt at all. I mean, if you feel like the situation is kind of dodgy, like they go like, oh, can I borrow $100? I mean, I will have my hesitations, but this lady, all we did was have a decent conversation. I naturally offered for, to have something to drink and to eat, so that, like, you know, and then my phone for her to call, because, like, you know, if I was lost in some area and somebody couldn't do that, I would appreciate it a lot, because I would feel very scared. So I think that's, if we could be a lot less cynical, but of course you have to be sharp, no, not to be used as well, but you know what I mean. It'll be much nicer. I think the community, the area will be much nicer. And a lot of people say I'm naive and I could have got myself into a lot of strife, but I didn't, and I suppose I choose my battles. Is that how you say it? I choose my battles? Like I just assess the situation, and if it doesn't do any harm to me, and if it's at a relatively low cost, like if it's only just a meal or a cup of coffee, or just letting my mobile phone so she can call, I really don't see anything wrong with that. So that's my pay it forward experience. I'm sorry it's a bit long and it's not too relevant, but I hope you like it. I don't know why Asians do this. We just do. Okay, see ya.